Okay, there's a lot of pretty steep hills getting out here. It says Keystone Arch. Has a bunch of animals that it's showing. But I'm gonna keep continuing. It's gotta be a far walk because I don't even hear water. Okay, this makes no sense to me. The walking trail, it's just up and down hills. On the way back, I'm just walking the dirt road because that is a steady hill. It's not up and down like this walking trail. I don't even know why this walking trail exists. Yep, and sure enough, it runs back into it anyways. They want you to stay off it for whatever reason. A few more minutes ahead, there's more signs, and I can finally start to hear water. So I'm hoping I'm close to it. Now the hill starts to go down, and still I can't see any train tracks. Okay, I'm getting to the bottom of the hill, and there's a small pedestrian bridge. That dirt road is now non-existent. Well, I can finally start to see the train tracks down in the woods. And there is a river down there. I don't see any arches. I finally made it. So I've come to another sign. Here's the old bridge from 1927. It was made out of timbers. There's the one there now. So this is where I am now. On the way up here, I passed that. So you gotta walk all that. Then you gotta walk even further to get to the next bridge. So I'm gonna go check out this bridge first, which the train company no longer uses. The railroad track is right over there. And it doesn't appear they have an arch on that one. Well, I'm on top of the arch right now. And you can see how high it really is. In the summertime, I bet people jump off this because it's a very deep pool underneath there. Wow, just check out that pool. See how deep it is below the bridge? I'm sure people go swimming here because all kinds of jumping rocks. But there's the railway line now. Not sure why they don't use this. Someone had a bonfire out here. So there's a lot more walking to do. First, I'm going to take this little trail and go look underneath the bridge, see what there is. You want to make sure you don't fall here because the edge, it just goes straight down. Okay, that's a very tall bridge. Here's the water beneath it. Really deep swimming hole. That's where I walked down. There's a rock wall holding up where the tracks used to be. Now it's really muddy, the trail. I'm like in a canyon with high rock walls on both sides of the tracks. There's water dripping down the entire right side. A little ways up, there's 2 cement platforms where a signal tower used to be over the tracks. The road just really opened up. Not exactly sure if I'm on a bridge or not. Yes, it is a bridge. Just the railings are all falling apart. It looks like an even further drop than the last one I was at. This is really cool. You just really gotta watch where you're standing, especially if it's windy out. Now the river is way over there, so that means the next bridge is gonna be far away because I have to wait for it to come back over here. Now these granite bridges, all of the stones that they're made out of were cut by the granite saw in Chester, which I have a video of. It's abandoned out in the woods. It has a 10-foot cutting blade. Now the trail's breaking up. Down there's probably a swimming hole, but I'm gonna keep walking this way because the train tracks are to my left. The furthest bridge, called the Keystone Bridge, has the actual running, working railway on it. That bridge is still in use. After going through another small canyon, looks like somebody's been having bonfires out here. Then you come to this sign called the Keystone Arches. It's got some pictures of it from the winter time. And there's the river. The arches are right out here. Here we are, the working train tracks. So I'm standing right on top of the arches. Okay, this one isn't as high as the last one I was on. I'm hoping to see a train out here. So one of the train workers going by in one of their pickup trucks that rides the rail said that it's okay for me to walk back along the track. So I'm going to be doing that on my way back. So it'll be a lot flatter. It's an easier trip instead of the up and down in the woods again. But first I'm going to walk down and get some footage of the actual arch. So I just walked down kind of a treacherous trail that people made. So I'm gonna have to check for ticks later. There was a lot of brush I was walking up against. But I'm down and I want to get a look at that. Well, there's the tunnel I was just standing up on. This would be a great place in the summer. It will be fun to walk up the river as kind of a water hike, I guess. Now this arch, take a look at that. It's not made out of granite. Looks like the train company rebuilt it out of concrete. So this is where I am now. It appears there's another arch or something. That one here is a steel girder bridge. So I'm gonna start walking back. So it's about a couple miles to get to this point. And you see the steep corner? The trains here have got to be going slow since it's put together with spikes. On all their fast corners, they use big screws. Now that I'm over here, you can really see that bridge I was walking on earlier. That's the one where the railing's all broken. Whole thing is made out of granite. It's not a great shot. There's too many ticks down there. You see the train tracks have changed now. They have railroad spikes on that side, and they have screws on this side so the rail doesn't rip off the ties when they're going around the corner fast. Well, there's the first bridge I was at, way over there. There we go, there's a good opening so you can see a whole bunch. The train company made this view. They cut down all the trees here so that you're able to see this. They probably did it for the passengers on their trains. They'll have a good view. Well, since that's the first bridge, there's no sense of me walking back any farther because I don't want to get trapped on this side of the river and have to walk across. By the way the river looked down there, I'm sure I could find a way across without getting wet since there's so many rocks. But I'm not going to take the chance of that happening. See that down there? That's the kind of spot where you get pulled under. So there's a small trail. Well, this was a pretty good hike. I just didn't like doing it because it was too hot out today. This is something I should have done in the winter. So I guess this would have gone along and reconnected with the train tracks. Back where I started. So I did a big loop. Now it's about at least another mile until I get to the parking lot. As I walk along, there's all these small signs that you follow to get out here. That's actually kind of cool what they did. They usually don't do that. You see how the sign's not on the tree? They left it hanging so the tree can expand and grow without hurting it. This river has amazing jumping areas everywhere. So I imagine this place would be packed in the summertime. And that's kind of a bad thing. Their parking lot only includes like 5 spaces. Like, you see how deep that is with that rock? Here's the final arch, which I did not record on the way up here. Okay, you see, you got the steep trail to go down there. And now this bridge is operational. CSX does use this one. I wasn't aware of that until now. The cool thing about this bridge is it is actually two bridges that are right next to each other. You see that? Now I'm going to go ahead and get in here. There's a nice walking trail going over it. Water's actually pretty calm down there, and it's very deep. I guess it's deep enough for someone to jump off. Someone got some chairs down there. Let's take a look. Doesn't even look like there's a second bridge, right? But look on down there. There is a second bridge. Oops, looks like I made a wrong turn. The bridge I came across is up there, that little pedestrian bridge. But I can get across here. I was following somebody else's trail, so I'm not the only one who crosses here. It actually looks like this used to be a road, you see that? So there had to have been a bridge here at one point. Okay, there's the arrow telling me to go off the road. That's the way I came. I'm taking the dirt road back. It goes to the same place. It doesn't say I can't be on it. It's pretty much the same thing. That dirt road just follows the trail parallel. It makes no difference except this is flat. And that's just a whole bunch of unnecessary up and down. Check out these massive grapevines. Look at those things, they're huge. Grapevines going right up into that tree. That is huge. Look at that thing. Yep, you see there's a sign out there that I passed when I walked in. There's like a fork in the trail. The other direction goes somewhere else. Okay, I'm getting very close to the tracks again. Like I said, it's really hot out. There's a lot of frogs at this puddle. I scared a few of them a minute ago. Like you see the ripples. They're frogs jumping into the water. And there are a lot of tadpoles. Look at a little lizard. Can you see that lizard in there? Another frog jumping. They're all coming out of hibernation. While I'm walking back, you have all these tire ruts from either the train workers or I guess a ranger, whoever manages this place. And what doesn't make sense, these ruts are new. You can see the tire treads, but yet these trees are falling over. So what do? Lay it back in the street after they pass so you can't drive up here? That's what it looks like to me. There's no way they ran over that without breaking it. Got some rock walls out in the woods, which means this was probably a farm a while back. Boundary open to hunting, fishing, and trapping. See, you got these 4 pieces of granite sticking out of the ground. So there was probably some kind of structure there. And there's another wall here. holding up the ground. And because it's squared off, possibly that was a foundation. Okay, what is this? I didn't notice this on the way up here. I don't know how I missed it, but there is a pretty big structure out here of some kind. And it looks like this buildup of debris is how I'm getting across. I'm very happy to see debris built up on the river. It's able to get across. Huh. It's a swimming pool. Now I'm rubbing up against bushes, so ticks. Now what is that? Can't imagine what this would be. It's deteriorating a lot, whatever it is. Is this a massive fireplace? You see? The big chimney. Some kind of equipment. Please leave in the comments if you know what that is. There's some more stuff here. Like, there's some of these nice patio blocks. See the nice colorful tiles. I get up here. There's a foundation. You can see that, right? There's the building. Whatever that thing used to be. It looks like a giant chimney with a big fireplace on the end of it. And this, let me jump down there. Oh, that is definitely a swimming pool. So you got the nice steel railing on the end. You have all the duckweed growing in there, which show the duckweed. Oh. It's an abandoned swimming pool. Okay, I'm going to make a separate video of just the surroundings here. If anyone wants to see that, I'll post that separately. Because I don't want this video of the arches to be too long. Okay, there's where I'm coming from. Here's a fork. This one goes directly to the train tracks. Here I'm walking back. It's very scenic out here. And there's more ruins of that building. There's lots of daylilies coming up. That'll be colorful in the summertime. Now the river's about to go around a corner where there's a nice built up rock wall, if you can see that. And the parking lot's another quarter mile away. Wow, I must be blind. Right by the roadway is the first double arch. And that is still used by the train company. They still use it today. This would be a good place to go swimming in the summertime. It would be nice if a train would go by. That's a cool bridge. So if you plan on coming out here, you're probably going to want a lot of time, because this took me about 3 hours and I was kind of walking fast. If I had all day, I'd probably stay out here all day. Now at the top of this small hill is the parking lot. I can see cars. I am back in the parking lot. Thanks for watching.